Hi guys, hope you guys are doing well. I've accumulated a few favorites over the past few months, and I just wanted to pop on here to show you guys. When I say favorites this time, I really mean it because these are holy grail status products for me. I'm just going to start off with a few face products. I have a lot of base products this time to show you, and the first one is Chanel Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Tinted Moisturizer. This is pretty new, I think. And this is in the color Light. It's very, very nice in the way that it provides just enough coverage. I don't like tinted moisturizers that are too sheer because I don't really see the point in wearing it. This one also has SPF, I believe. It doesn't say on here, but I remember the sales lady telling me that it's SPF 30, but I'm not really sure because it doesn't say on here right now. But anyway, it has a very, very nice finish to it. It lasts really long, and it just kind of melts into your skin. You can't really see it on the skin once you put it on, and it's very, very hydrating. It's hydrating, but it's not oily. I don't really like using very thick foundation bases, so this is perfect for me. So the second base that I have is also by Chanel. It's the Sublimage Le Teint, and this is in number 20 Beige. I believe this is their most expensive foundation, but it really is worth it because it's not a very thick base, but it covers really well. It's very moisturizing, it's long lasting, and it also adheres to the skin really well, and it looks flawless. And one thing that's really, really good about it as well is that it comes with this kabuki brush, and it's actually a very good quality kabuki brush, and when you use this, it doesn't have any streak marks at all, which I've never ever found a foundation that has that type of effect. I don't really use brushes to apply my foundation because of that reason. I've never ever found any foundations that doesn't give me streak marks when I use a brush, and this one doesn't. No matter how you put it on, you don't even need a mirror, and it's that good. So I highly, highly recommend this. This is pretty much my holy grail now. Number 20 Beige is a little bit dark on me in the winter days, but for summer it's perfect because it does oxidize a little bit, so that you may have to keep in mind when you pick your color. But other than that, it really is a great foundation. And the third base that I have is by La Mer, and I got this when I went back to Hong Kong for vacation a couple months back. I went back for 2 weeks, and there's a lot of cushion foundations from brands that we already know, like La Mer and Dior and just Nars even, but we don't get it here in North America. So I wanted to take the chance to try these cushion foundations that are Asia exclusives. And this one was the one that, this one was the one that I really, really wanted to try. It's super expensive, but it is really, really good. It really is awesome. Very moisturizing again. You know that I have very dry skin. It sticks onto the skin really well. It doesn't leave like a cakey finish. It's not too thick. I don't really like cushion foundations or BB creams that are too thick, and I find that a lot of I hate to say the word cheap, but like less expensive versions are usually thicker in texture, and the better brands tend to make thinner versions, but also that also covers well. And so this one is like that. It covers well, but it's very thin, it's very light, and it's very glowy as well. It's not the most long lasting if you live in very humid temperatures, but in North America, like in Canada, it's perfect. It does last quite a long time for me, probably like an average of 5 to 6 hours. So I'd say that's pretty good. And next up I have the Natasha De Nonna Diamond and Blush palette. I've never ever bought any Natasha De Nonna products before, but this is my first one and I really, really like it. I love the colors in this palette. I love all the colors, which is kind of rare for me. I don't really like palettes anymore because I find that it's almost impossible for me to like all the colors and it would be a waste of space and money. So for this palette, I was pleasantly surprised. Every color is really nice on my skin tone, and right now I wouldn't say that I have a very light skin tone. I'm kind of like light to medium maybe, and it's really nice. It's there's 3 cream blushes or highlighters up here. Actually, this one is not cream, I don't think, but these 2 are. This one is really, really great for just adding an overall glow to the skin, and I use this as a blush. And this citrus highlighter is pretty much the star of the show, I think. It's so pretty. You wouldn't think adding a bright yellow highlighter on your face would look good on anybody, but even with me with like a yellow base, since I'm Chinese, it still looks good. So I can imagine everyone looking good in this. And these 2 are the sparkly ones, and this is just a powder blush. So I really love this. I've been using this for a few months now, non-stop every day. And I actually want to get the other color as well. So there's a pinker one and there's a peachy one, and I'm thinking about getting the other one as well now. But it is pretty expensive though. So the last makeup product that I have is a brow pencil that I bought in Hong Kong. It's a Japanese brand called Jourmoe. The good thing about this is that there's it's a 3-in-1 pencil. So there's a spoolie on one end, the brow pencil on the other, which works really, really well. And in the middle, when you unscrew it, there's a brow powder. So you really have everything in one pencil. It's very convenient, and it works really well as well. It's better than any of the brow pencils that I can get in Canada, so I really like it. I got a few backups of this already, but if I run out of it, I'll be sad. I don't know what to do. So that is it for my makeup favorites, and I just wanted to talk about my new jewelry, and they're also my favorites because I mean I have new products that come out almost every week. But I'd say for over the past few months, this collection is my favorite so far. It's called the Paris collection, and there's 2 pendants and 2 charm bracelets in the collection. I might add earrings soon, but I'm still thinking about that. So one of the pendants is called C'est la vie, and it has a little heart and a little Eiffel Tower, and also a little cubic zirconia crystal. If you want a close-up of this, then please go on my website. So this might sound like a very generic pendant, charm pendant that isn't really that special, but I really like it. I really like it because of the chain that I used. I selected this chain because it's more of a masculine kind of chain, and I really like that contrast with the heart and with the Eiffel Tower. It can all get a little bit tacky sometimes when it comes to charms, And I don't really like it when it's way too girly. I kind of want to add like a little bit of a chic factor to it. And I believe the chain really gives it that chic factor. And you'll really have to see the close-up of it to really understand what I'm saying. I don't think you'll be able to find charm pendants out there that have this type of chain and have this type of effect. Most chains that you find you'll find in fashion jewelry can be very generic sometimes. And yeah, this is my favorite so far. And this is also a little choker that you can get. I paired it with this because I like how it layers together. And yeah, this is just kind of like a generic choker, but it works really well as a stacking piece. And then this is the charm bracelet from the Paris collection. And there's also the heart, the Eiffel Tower, and there is a little pineapple. And you wouldn't really think about pineapples when you think about Paris, but that's exactly my point. I don't really want, like, I wouldn't put a croissant here because I think that would just be really tacky, in my opinion. I wanted to give it a contrast, and I wanted to give it more of a whimsical feel as well. And I think by adding a pineapple, it kind of gives it kind of like that more of a whimsical kind of feel to it. It makes it a little bit more funny, and it just feels a lot a lot more chic to me. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I really do think that the pineapple makes a huge difference. If I were to put a croissant there, it would be a bit too much, I think. So just wanted to tell you my thoughts behind how I designed these pieces, and I hope you guys like it. And the last piece that I want to talk about, well, the last favorite I want to talk about is actually a new handbag. It's sort of new. I mean, I got it for about 3 months already. So this is the Hermes Her Bag, and this is canvas, which is the only material that it comes in. But the reason why I got this was because of the color combination. I really like this kind of, is it magenta? This magenta color with a navy blue. I didn't want a black top. I really like the navy blue because I think it's very, I don't know, there's something very chic about navy blue, and I like blue. So that's why I got this. If you watch HRH Collection, Alex actually bought one of these bags, I think a couple months back, I think maybe half a year ago, and she got a black one, and she put her chains on, and it looks really nice with the chains as well. But I actually don't really mind it with the this leather strap that it comes in, because I just think it's very chic and it's actually very me. So I like it the way it is, and I really like Hermes bags, of course, but I think Hermes is the only brand that I would get a canvas bag from, because their canvas is actually very sturdy. It's very well made, and it's not going to go out of shape, or it's not going to get very soft after a while, because I have a few other canvas bags by Hermes that I've used for over 15 years, and it's still very structured. It's not like, it doesn't get floppy, and it doesn't really get worn that easily. It's just, it really keeps its shape really well. So I'm confident to buy canvas bags from them. And this bag is actually, it's You can actually put a lot of stuff in it, but the only thing that I would say that makes it less practical is the hard leather top, because it does scratch really easily, so you do have to be careful with that. But I tend to be really careful with my bags, so I don't really have a huge problem. It comes with this canvas pouch inside as well, and that's pretty much it. I usually, when I wear it, I don't really kind of I don't really lock the whole thing. I kind of just keep it like that. So I really like this bag, and if you guys have never seen it before or never thought about buying it before, this might be something that you can think about, because it's one of the less expensive bags that Hermes has, and it's also a really well structured bag that I think is a very good investment. So yeah, so I hope you liked my favorites for the past few months, and I will see you next time. Bye.